Hi there, this is Scott Caulfield with Sophos Wealth Management. I wanted to take a minute today to talk about the capital gains tax that was just passed in Washington. This was passed in May and will impose a 7% tax on long-term capital gains in excess of $250,000 in a year. And that $250,000 applies whether it's an individual or a married couple, so there's no benefit there. Capital gains, just kind of the same as defined by the IRS for federal tax purposes. Notable exclusions here: real estate's a big one, but then also what are considered family-owned businesses. So there's a few rules with that. You got to have under $10 million of gross revenue last year. The interesting thing is this is probably unlikely to actually kick in because there's a number of legal challenges to this, and both sides expect it to go to the Washington State Supreme Court. Although within that, it could be an opportunity to actually bring in a state income tax. So that legal battle will be worth watching because so much of the state's law and its inability to get income taxes done all goes back to, well, one, the state constitution, but then a ruling on it way back in the 1930s that only passed by one vote in the Washington State Supreme Court. Obviously, a different political climate now, so we'll see what happens here. There could also be a voters' referendum that would take place probably next November. Probably too late to get that done now. And the history of that has been Washington State residents have not wanted these income taxes or capital gains taxes. There's been about 10 votes, I think, since the 1930s. They've all been voted no, typically by about a 2-to-1 ratio. So most recently it was 2010. I think about 64% voted against it. But even just 10, 11 years is a different political climate. So it'll be worth watching. The tax does not kick in until capital gains on 2022. So the first taxes won't be paid until April of 23. So it's one of those things, there's some planning opportunities now potentially, but we don't know that that will still be the law of the land come the end of 2022. And, don't let the tax tail wag the investing dog. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on, especially for all those being compensated heavily in stock or those with larger investment portfolios or those with businesses that aren't going to qualify for that small business. So anyways, check out the blog post for more information. It's something to keep an eye on. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for your time.